Hey y'all, so we're back with another episode of Belle Collective. We start off with Letitia and Akeisha meeting on Farris Street. Instantly, Akeisha starts giving Letitia a tour of Farris Street. Um, Although Letitia took this tour with Miss Dorothy last season, so I don't know why a tour needed to happen. But I guess Akeisha needed to get her shine on, you know what I mean? But as they're walking, Letitia asks Akeisha, does she know Miss Dorothy? She says she hasn't met Miss Dorothy yet, but she's sure she knows her family. I would think she would have met up with Miss Dorothy, who's a historian of Farris Street, but that's just neither here nor there. But I would have met with Miss Dorothy. But anyway, Tisha in her confessional says she's bored, like she doesn't know Farris Street back and forth, but she's gonna let Akeisha do her thing. Keisha points out her church, and at the end, so Letitia shares that she's excited about the Farris Street project, and she can't wait to share it with Marie. Akeisha stutters and was like, share what with Marie? She said, we need to figure out how our working relationship is going to be before we bring in anybody else. But in her confessionals, she said that she didn't want to work with Marie. I don't even think it was in her confessional. She said to Letitia that she didn't want to work with Marie because of what happened at the brunch. But I think that's unfair. I feel like you need to sit down and get to know Marie. You can't base that off of something that happened at the brunch because that was between her and Latrice. Like, I feel like you should give her a chance. Now, if you give her a chance and you still ain't feeling her, then I understand. This particular scene, Akeisha pretty much shades Letitia with, that Letitia's passion is good. However, she needs to have a coin. And she shaded her in the confessional. I'm going to put the picture up, okay? I'm going to put the picture up, y'all. So the scene ends with Akeisha and Letitia going into the Big Apple Inn, and Akeisha giving Letitia another history lesson about the apartments above or the offices above being Mega Everett's headquarters or something like that. I really want to see them work this out and get it together. I feel like there should be no competition. I feel like they need to come together and work together to get this project up and running. Um, if somebody gonna take the lead, let somebody take the lead. But as Letitia said in the beginning, we all can meet at the same place and get this project going. That's my words, but summed up of what Letitia said. But I feel like if they could pull this off, this would be a great thing for reality TV. Outside of the girls fighting and huffing and a puffing. Then we have Marie pulling up to the Enterprise in her Sprinter van with her pink satin outfit that's ill fitting her booty. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, so Marie wants to meet with Letitia because now the dust has settled from the brunch. She want to have a conversation with her, and basically she addresses Letitia and let her know that she has a lot on her plate with Jerez, the grandbaby, the baby mama funeral. Again, I hate saying baby mama, but that's like the quickest thing to say. The mother of her son's child, funeral, and you know how she has a lot on her plate, and she wanted to apologize for what happened at the brunch, and she also uninvites herself for any future brunches. Latrice is pretty much upset about that because she feels like, you're my friend, you should be able to control yourself. Letitia says she invited Marie there to basically be the light, to stand up and show, like, although she's going through adversity, things is still going on. Her businesses are still running. I'm assuming that's what she's thinking, but as a friend, I feel like, yes, Marie could have done better and been a better friend. Marie is still holding on to the fact that Latrice was there. Latrice was the one that contributed to the rumors that were going on about her business and trying to destroy her and her business. Letitia in her confessional said that Marie wasn't the only one that got hurt with the rumors, but Marie's the only one still holding on to it. And you know what? I ain't mad at Marie for holding on to it, but I think she can handle it better. Next thing we have Glenn going over to Tisha's mama house. He lets himself in. He said, Tisha's mama raised him since he was 17 years old. And I'm sure they have a long history together. That's a long time to be together with anybody. He pretty much wants advice from Letitia's mom. he considers her a judge. He gets the evidence together and gives sound advice. His main concern is his son. He want to make sure that his son is okay. He feels like he don't want to have his son feel like he felt with his dad not being there. But with him not being there, he feels like he's going down the same road as his dad, and he does not want that for his son. Um, so they go on to discuss, what can he do to try to get back with Letitia. And the mother starts talking about felonies and misdemeanors that he's committed, and which is quote unquote cheating and flirting with other women. I don't know if that was the right lingo to use. By any chance, did y'all notice the break front with food and cereals and jelly and stuff in it? I thought break fronts was for your best dishes, but anyway, that's just my observation. Side note, sorry, but let's get back to it. Um, so at the end of it all, in Glenn's confessional, he said as long as he's not physical with somebody, he doesn't feel like it's cheating. But he was told by the teacher's mom, if that happens to you, how would you feel? He said he guessed he could see it that way. At the end of the day, he really wants his family to work. And Mama, Letitia's mom was basically like, you got to let her have her space to do what she needs to do. And you just support her and eventually, and show her in your actions, basically, that you really want your family back. And then he'll probably get Letitia back. This scene was short, quick. Boop, boop. We move on to Akeisha and her husband, Willie. They're there. They're temporarily there. They're doing a rental, but Akeisha is trying to convince her husband to move to Mississippi. He does not want to move to Mississippi because he has a lot going on in the Bronx. BX all day. No, that's Brooklyn. My bad. He has a lot going on in New York, and he really doesn't want to move to Mississippi. But she's trying to convince him. Their goal is to be down there, get Farris Street up and running, make their investments, and then move back to New York or Jersey because they live in Jersey, but I'm assuming his work is in New York, the Bronx, or wherever. But anyway, I don't know if she's going to convince him because I don't feel like, he really wants to move to Mississippi. He already said that moving to Mississippi is too slow. They don't have a lot going on. He's used to the hustle and bustle of the city. So he don't know if he's coming back. And Akeisha says that he likes to do, country things more than she likes to do. But, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. This scene was pretty much. So the next scene is Akeisha meeting up with Miss Sophia, a.k.a. Sid Gucci, to go look at a home. She's trying to purchase a home. She don't believe in renting and helping someone pay their mortgage. I agree with her on that. But her husband is not convinced. He feels like he's being kidnapped, and her purchasing a home seems like a long-term thing when it was only supposed to be temporary. So she goes back and forth with him, basically saying, like, I've been in New York with you for all these years. Like, it's time for you to make a sacrifice. She wants him to be her Barack as she Michelle'd him while he did what he had to do. Basically, she held him down. Now, it's something she want to do. She feel like he should hold her down. And I agree, it's called sacrifice. Even if he got to travel back and forth for work, he needs to, whatever. They need to have a conversation, period. At the end of the day, you have to do what's best for your family. But again, I also feel like, she wants to do something, you have to sacrifice for her. If I'm not repeating myself, but basically, let's see how that works out for this couple. Then we have the scene with Essie coming to meet with Latrice. Latrice is totally shading. Here's what I don't like. Latrice in people's face, she ain't saying what she's saying, but in the confessional, she's talking about when Essie walked in, she starts smelling white diamond. I was like, that is so damn. And she sees Essie with the mess. Like, girl, like I'm gonna need you to talk like that in in their face versus your confessionals. I think that's what got you in trouble the last time. So they sit down and they start shading each other about their hair companies, which is just ridiculous to me. There is enough money to be made for everybody. Okay, everybody's gonna think their brand is the best, but that's good competition. It's enough room for everybody to make money. So basically, Essie was like, she's not here for this, and she wanted Latrice to know that Marie is hurt by what she did. And isn't it strange? I said this in my last interview that Latrice's hands is not clean. She said, Essie says to her, you know, your hand was on a knife, but you ain't do the stabbing, something like that. And Latrice admits to being part of the rumors, but when it came to the social media part, she wasn't a part of that. Like, come on, Latrice. Then Latrice in her confessional said, Essie's there to confront her about being part of the rumors to destroy her business. She said, what is there to destroy? Like, you so contradicting yourself right now, because in Essie's face, you're saying that you don't want to destroy a black woman and her business because it's hard for us. But in your confessionals, you saying something totally different. Like, I'm gonna need you to keep it consistent, sis. Either you gonna be a part of womanhood, entrepreneurship hood, black woman getting along, or what you gonna do? Because you can't shade her in one sentence or one scene, and then in another scene you saying that we need to drop it and be together on this. Like, I'm not understanding, Latrice. What is it that you want to do? I mean, I know this is a reality show and you got to give, but come on. I really, to be honest, as a viewer of this reality show, I would love for all the women to come together and do something positive. Yes, I would like Latrice and Marie to sit down. Let Marie say what she needs to say. Let Latrice say what she needs to say, and they need to move on. Because frankly, this scene is getting old. Okay, we can't carry this through the whole doggone season. Okay, all right, ladies, get it together. Okay. Then we have Glenn meeting up with Letitia. They see each other, they flirting with each other. Basically, Glenn is there to try to fight for his family, to get his family back. Letitia is like, listen, you could say these sweet nothings to me, but I'm not going to let you play with me. Like, I'm not a young girl. Like, I forgave you on so many occasions. She said, I'm a different woman right now. And pretty much that's it. Glenn wants a date, taking Letitia wants to take baby steps. He said to Letitia that Josh and her are the most important things of his life, and he wants his family back. Letitia got tears in her eyes. She starts crying. She says she's basically scared to love Glenn again, to get hurt again. With the history that they have, I can understand where Letitia's come. Because sometimes when a woman's fed up, a woman's fed up. But I'm sure she's thinking of her son. But it's but so much a woman could put up with. If it's going to work out, then let it work out. I don't know if I believe this storyline because I still feel like they together. But, you got to do what you got to do to create the storyline. But that's just me. Boom. And just like a man, Glenn trying to get Tisha to come on back to the house so they can get it in. That a man going to do what he going to do. He going to try. But Tisha, you stick to them baby steps, girl. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys viewing my video. Have a great day. Peace.